One of the elements you have to have on your web page is of course media. Under media that you can have many different pictures, many different videos or sounds. So let's go ahead now and see what we can do with media when it comes to WordPress 4. On the main menu, so this is the backend. On the main menu you'll find the menu here, media, under which you will have the library and add new item. Now you can click on the library or add new item, or just click on media, and this will actually open the main page for the media. Here you find all the information about the media you currently have in your library. At the moment I don't have any, and that's why it's actually displaying here no media attachments found. The good thing that's actually been introduced to WordPress 4 is this bit here, as you can actually have a look at all of your media files either in a grid way, or you can actually have it as it was before, which was just a list. Okay, here you also have filters like we had before. So at the moment I do not have any medias and therefore I cannot apply any filters, but let's go back to the grid view. And also here I can choose whether I want to display the images, audio, video, or just the unattached. Also I can choose by the dates, and because I do not have any media at the moment, that's why all dates is displayed as the only option. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually add some new media. Also you can see that there's a search bar here, so you can actually type a file that you are looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's add some new items, and to do that we can actually go to the main menu and click on add new, or we can actually just click on this button here which says add new. When we do that, a new window or a new segment of a window will pop up like this, and basically there are two options that you can use to upload the files from the hard drive. The first one is you can click on this big select files button, or actually you can just drag and drop all the files that you want. Alright, so what I will do is actually I'll drag and drop, and I have some images here which I would like to use. They're just some computer images, and I can just drag them and drop it, and I can see that my file is already uploaded, and I'll do the same with the other two images. Alright, so those are the files that I have just uploaded, and if I was to go to the list view, I can see that now in my library I have 3 items. Those are all JPEGs, except for the first one is PNG actually, and I have some information here. So basically I have the author who's uploaded this, where it's actually been uploaded to. I have the comments, so I have 0 comments, and the date when this was actually done. When I hover over each of these items, I'll get the menu as edit, delete permanently, and view. So if I was to hit on edit, I would actually go into the settings of this particular image. Okay, so first of all I would get the name, so I can change the name. So instead of going WordPress, I can put icon WordPress, for example. Then I can enter some caption, some description, icon for WordPress, alternative text, I'll just put icon, and I can actually put some description here as well. On the right hand side I actually have a bit more information where the file is located, so this is the URL of the file. I have the name as it was previously known as, but as you can see I've actually changed it to icon_WP, and I actually have the file type, the size, and the dimensions. I can click on update, and this will actually save these changes, and I'll do that. So I'll hit on update. And if I go back to media library, I will actually see that this has actually been changed now. Okay, if I go to attach, what I'm doing here is that I'm attaching this particular image to some of the posts. So I have the title, so here's the WordPress 4 post that I have just created in the previous tutorial, and I also have some pages, so I can attach this particular image to any of the pages that are currently available, or any of the actual posts. So let's go ahead and I'll put it on WordPress, and I will hit on select. Okay, now you can see that it's actually been changed. This is uploaded to WordPress 4, and WordPress 4 is actually the blog that I have just created before, or the post. And actually what I will do now is I'll go back to that particular post. So I'll go posts, view all posts, and here's the one that I've been talking about. This is the one that I created in the previous tutorial, video tutorial, and I'll go and edit. This will now open the edit window, and just below my video that I have just embedded into this post, I will actually insert my file, my actual picture. To do that, I will hit on add media, and straight ahead I will have this media library here, which is all the files that I have uploaded to the server. And also, before we actually went into insert from URL, which is the case when we actually inserted the video, this time we'll actually insert one of the images, and I'm going to insert maybe this one here, because this particular post is talking about WordPress. And I will go and hit on insert into post. Okay, so once this is done, I will hit on actually standard. I'll change it to standard format, and I will hit on update. When I go back to my page now and I refresh it, this image will now appear here as I have just inserted it. Okay, so basically when you go to the media, you have a library where all of your items, all of your graphical representation, and also videos and sounds are actually loaded to. Basically, you upload all the files here from your computer or from any other place on the internet. Then you can use those files within your homepage, and this is how you would go about actually uploading and using the images. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see what we get when we actually view this as a grid. So we did not get all the informations that we had under the list. However, if we click on it, we can actually get all the information that we can actually find about this particular image. Of course, we get all the stuff that we had before, the URL, which cannot be changed, the title, caption, alternative text, and the description. Who this is actually being uploaded by, so John Smith, which is in this case the administrator, and where it's actually being uploaded to. Up the top we'll have some more information such as the file name, file type, uploaded, the date, file size, and the dimensions. If we hit on the edit image, we'll get some very basic image editor. So here we can actually go ahead and we can actually flip horizontally this image, and we can actually flip it horizontally. Sorry, this was flip it vertically, and then we can actually go and flip it horizontally as well. Also, we can rotate the image, we can actually cut some portions of the image out, and we can actually use these little arrows here to go back and to actually go forwards. Okay, so once you're actually happy with how this is looking, and in my case this cannot be done, so what I'll do is I'll just go back one more time. Alright, so once you're happy with how this is looking, if you have made any changes, you can click on save. Also, you can go to the right hand side, and here you find some scale image. So basically this is how you would scale your image. You will get the original dimensions, and you can actually enter some different values here as well. Also, you can crop the image and enter the information here, and basically you will get all of the settings here as well. Then there is the apply changes to option here, so whether or not you want to apply this to the all image sizes, just the thumbnail, all the size, all the sizes except the thumbnail. So I'll just leave it as all the image sizes, and I would hit on save. Okay, so this is a very basic image editor, but you can see that it gives some options as to, you know, rotate and actually flip the images, and also set different sizes. Okay, so let's go back to the list view now, and then what we can do is maybe we can select two of these files, and then you have the bulk action here, so you can actually choose what you want to do. So maybe you want to delete those two permanently, and by selecting that from the drop down menu and clicking on apply, this would apply to those two images. Alright, so here we can also choose images or unattached. If we go to the unattached, we'll actually only have two files there, and those are going to be the last two files, those two files, because the first one we've actually attached to the post called WordPress 4. Okay, so all of those are images, and we can just click on images, and this little number 3 represents the number of items available for that particular category images. Okay, and I'll hit on filter, and once again I'll have all three items here. Also, all dates. December 2014 is when I uploaded those files, and therefore there's a category December 2014 here as well. Okay, I can actually go and search, and if I was to put file name of my particular, for example, image that I'm looking for, so maybe I'll go with computer 2, and I hit enter, I would actually get only that image there. Okay, there it is. Let's get rid of this and hit on enter, and once again this should display all of the images that are currently available. Okay, right at the top, like on the other pages, we have the screen options. So on the screen options we can actually select which parts of this page are to be shown. So we have the author, we can get rid of the author, we can get rid of the uploaded to, we can get rid of the comments and the date as well. Alright, so I'll put those back in, as I think it's a good idea to have them, and we can actually have the maximum number of medias shown. Okay, by clicking on apply, this will actually save the changes. Alright, so this is basically how you would go about uploading all the files into your library, media library, and from the media library you can use those in your posts, in your pages, and whenever you're working with WordPress.